In a small town surrounded by rolling hills, a young girl named Ella lived a life of hardship. When she was just 5, her mother passed away, leaving her in the care of her father, Edward. But soon, Edward remarried a cold woman named Margaret, who brought her daughter Clara into the household. From that day, Ella's life changed for the worse. Margaret and Clara treated her as a servant, making her work tirelessly while they enjoyed the comforts of home. Edward, seeking peace, turned a blind eye to Ella's suffering, leaving her isolated and alone. Despite her struggles, Ella remained kind-hearted, finding solace in the simple joys of life. One day, news spread of a grand ball at the palace, where Prince Alexander would choose his bride. Margaret and Clara prepared eagerly, determined that Clara would catch the prince's eye. But Ella was forbidden to attend and left to work even harder as they departed for the ball. Alone and heartbroken, Ella could only dream of the life she'd never have. Suddenly, an old woman appeared, her eyes full of kindness. She waved her hand, and in a flash of golden light, Ella's ragged clothes transformed into a stunning gown, and a carriage appeared to take her to the ball. The old woman smiled warmly, urging Ella to enjoy the night but to return before midnight, when the magic would fade. At the ball, Ella captivated everyone, including Prince Alexander. They danced, talking as if they had known each other forever. But as midnight approached, Ella remembered the old woman's warning. She fled the palace, leaving behind only a glass slipper. The prince, determined to find her, embarked on a kingdom-wide search, trying the slipper on every woman he met. When the prince arrived at Ella's home, Margaret and Clara tried to fit the slipper, but it didn't match. As the prince turned to leave, he noticed Ella standing quietly. Insisting she try, he watched as the slipper slid perfectly onto her foot. Overjoyed, Prince Alexander asked Ella to be his bride, seeing her for the kind, resilient person she was. They married in a grand ceremony, and Ella became a beloved princess, ruling with kindness and grace alongside Prince Alexander. Her story became a legend, a tale of hope, resilience, and the power of true love. And so, Ella and the prince lived happily ever after, proving that even the most unlikely dreams can come true.